You just achieved something, and they walk up to you with a smile. But the next question makes the joy inside you turn into guilt. It is not necessarily concern. Sometimes, it is envy wearing a polite mask. Many people think envious people will openly criticize you or try to sabotage you. But subtle people rarely do that. They ask questions. They act concerned. Then they ask a question that makes you start doubting what you have just achieved. You get promoted, and they ask whether you just got lucky. You are about to step into a major opportunity, and they ask whether you are truly capable enough. The danger is not in the words. It is in the feeling left behind after the conversation. You wonder whether you are being too confident, too ambitious, or too different from who you used to be. If you have ever been in this situation, comment the number 1. Just one number, so you remember that this feeling did not appear for no reason. In this video, you will identify 5 questions envious people often use to pull you down while pretending to care. Each question targets something different: your effort, your guilt, your ability, your new self, and your self-respect. You do not need to read anyone's mind. Someone who truly cares helps you see things more clearly. Someone who wants to pull you down makes you question your right to move forward. The first trap appears when they can no longer deny your results. Question 1. You probably just got lucky, right? They do not deny the result. They simply make you think that result does not really belong to you. You get promoted after spending a long time working extra hours. But instead of asking how hard you worked, they smile and say, "You only got the opportunity because the company happened to be short-staffed, right?" It sounds normal, but your effort disappears from the story. Luck becomes the only explanation. The common mistake is retelling the entire process to prove that you deserve it. You talk about the late nights, the failures, and the pressure you endured. But someone who wants to minimize your achievement is not lacking information. Someone who truly cares will ask, "How did you do it?" An envious person looks for a reason to believe everything simply fell into your hands. The way to respond is, "Yes, I had a good opportunity, but I prepared myself to take it." Do not deny the role of luck. Just put the truth back in its proper place. Imagine someone who trained for a full year and then completed their first race. Good weather may have made the experience more comfortable, but the weather could not run those training sessions for them. Luck can open the door, but it cannot walk through it for you. When someone turns your effort into luck, notice whether they have ever been curious about your process. If the answer is no, the problem is not your success. Maybe they cannot stand the fact that you created it. When they can no longer deny your effort, they will make you feel guilty for moving forward. Question 2. Now that you are successful, do you still remember the people who were there before? This question sounds like a reminder about loyalty and relationships. But what it often creates is guilt. You start a new job. Your schedule becomes busier. You are no longer as free on weekends as you used to be. A friend looks at you and says, "You are so busy now, so I guess you do not need us anymore, right?" Immediately, you want to prove that you have not changed. You accept every invitation. You answer every message. You stop what you are doing just so no one can call you arrogant. That is the trap. The question is no longer about friendship. It turns your growth into an act of betrayal. Someone who truly values you may feel sad because they see you less often, but they will express their feelings clearly. They will ask when the two of you can meet again. An envious person acts differently. They make you choose between your future and their sense of security. The difference is whether they want to stay close to you or simply want you to go back to who you were before. Imagine that you are climbing a hill. Someone who loves you will remind you to rest, drink some water, and keep going. Someone who wants to hold you back will say, "If you keep going, you will not be the same person anymore." But that is exactly what growth always does. It changes your schedule. It changes your priorities. Sometimes, it also changes the distance between you and people who were once very close to you. That does not mean you are ungrateful. It only means your life is entering a different stage. A better response is to be direct without being cold. "I still value everyone, but I have new responsibilities right now." This response preserves the relationship without abandoning your boundaries. You do not need to promise that you will always be as available as before. You also do not need to pretend that success does not change your life. Real loyalty does not require you to stand still to prove that you are loyal. It allows you to go far while still maintaining mutual respect. Remember, someone who loves you will miss you. An envious person will make you feel guilty because they miss you. And when guilt is not enough to pull you back, they will target something more sensitive. They will make you question whether you are capable enough to keep moving forward. Question 3. Are you sure you are capable of doing that? This is when envy shifts from your achievements to your ability. You have just accepted a new position. They ask, that job is extremely stressful. Can you handle it? But you begin looking at the opportunity through their fear. Someone who truly cares will point out the risks and then help you prepare. They ask what you need and what your plan is. An envious person only talks about the possibility of failure. They do not want you to prepare better. They want you to hesitate. The wrong response is trying to convince them. You present your plan and wait for them to confirm that you are good enough. But confidence does not come from receiving someone else's permission. Sigh, I do not know exactly how it will turn out, but I have prepared and I am ready to take responsibility. This response is not boastful. It gives the decision-making power back to you. You only need to know that you have the right to try. But many people do not realize this. When they cannot make you doubt your ability, they move on to the fourth question. You have to change so much. Is it really worth it? You start studying in the evenings. They say you are making life unnecessarily hard for yourself. You turn down meaningless social outings. They say you are not as fun as you used to be. You choose discipline over comfort. They ask why you have to try so hard. This question is not just about the cost. It wants to pull you back to your old self. The version of you that was more predictable, easier to control, less likely to make them feel left behind. Imagine that you are renovating a rundown house. While everything is dusty, noisy, and out of place, outsiders only see the inconvenience. But you know you are building a better place to live. Change works the same way. It often looks ugly before it becomes worthwhile. A better response is to ask yourself, if I do not change, where will I be a year from now? Do not calculate only the cost of moving forward. Calculate the cost of standing still as well. An envious person wants you to return to the version of yourself that made them comfortable. A mature person chooses the version of themselves they can be proud of. And when they cannot pull you back, they will attack the final thing, your self-respect. Question 5. Do you think you are better than everyone else now? When they cannot deny your effort, make you feel guilty, make you doubt your ability, or pull you back to your old self, they attack your self-respect. You start learning how to say no. You no longer tolerate insults disguised as jokes. That is when they say, you have changed so much lately. Do you think you are better than everyone else now? This question forces you to choose. Either you maintain your boundaries and get called arrogant, or you make yourself smaller so they can feel comfortable. Many people choose the second option. They laugh it off. They allow others to cross their boundaries. But humility does not mean denying yourself. Respecting yourself does not mean looking down on anyone else. You can respond, I do not think I am better than anyone. I just no longer see myself as less than anyone. That statement ends the game. These 5 questions have 5 goals. To deny your effort. To plant guilt. To shake your confidence in your abilities. To pull you back to your old self. To turn self-respect into arrogance. For the next 7 days, whenever you hear a question that makes you shrink inside, pause for 3 seconds. Do not guess their intentions. Look at the pattern of behavior. Then respond calmly. You do not need to defeat them. You just need to avoid losing yourself. If you choose to stand firm in your worth, comment strong. Subscribe to the channel to recognize psychological games. Do not shrink your life to fit inside someone else's insecurity.